talking about it in a previous stream. This is really glitching out. Um, so I've been so annoying. Yeah, it's glitched. I don't have two DMs. Okay, it doesn't matter. I was talking about doing a stream based off that, doing a save. Don't know how long, probably just a season. Just want to see how it works. Probably just a couple games, honestly. On the Spain 2012 final, I'm just fascinated. Like, I mean, completely fascinated by that game. They had Casillas in goal. They had PK and Ramos as defenders. They had Arbello and Alba as the other two, as a left back and right back. Well, right back and left back. They had Xabi Alonso and Busquets and Xavi in the midfield. They had Busquets as the CDM and Xabi Alonso and Xavi in the midfield. They had Iniesta on the left wing, Silva on the right wing. Or it might have been flipped, honestly. And Dowski up top. The thing is, like, it was truly, like I say to you, truly, truly, it was beautiful. They played one of the most beautiful games we have ever seen. Yeah, Iniesta was on the left, but like trying to recreate it, sorry, I felt. I've been sick for a while now. It's ridiculous. Okay. Like what made that team, watching that game, like I've watched it now 2 or 3 times, and I still, there's like little things. There's little things that's hard to comprehend. Like the defensive side's pretty easy. They kind of kept that same shape. Honestly, they kind of dropped into a double DM setup with, they defensively actually play like this. Defensively, because Xavi Alonso also dropped in. So, why? I don't get it. Xavi Alonso dropped in beside Busquets, allowing them to actually cover some of these sides more without having Silva and Iniesta dropping in as deep. But for the purpose of how the game works, I'm gonna do this because they did press really high if they lost the ball, they would press, and so defensively, I'm having them tracking back because it also helped in offense in the transition of having an extra player, like because Fabregas is dropping super deep. There's moments where he's picking the ball up down here where Busquets is, and I see the young roll. He was dropping deep, so having him on track back will allow him to already be in that deeper role to help in the build up with the possession, right? That's false nine. The hardest roles, honestly, were Iniesta and Silva, because on this side, yes, the wingbacks. Alba scored. I think he scored one of the goals. He might have scored two. Like he was fabulous this game, but he was pretty much up here the whole time. Iniesta was so much farther in, and Xabi Alonso kind of played back behind him. So I'm going with I want to test out the midfield playmaker because the advanced playmaker kind of goes a little deeper forward. But I'm assuming the only difference is of these two roles is going to stay back a little bit, you know. I'm interested. If not, I'm going to switch to central midfielder. So that's what the inside forward, because we know that inside forward does a much better job of staying in. Like you can see it in this role. Like when the ball's here, he's in, and so it's leaving space for ball to go. Where with the inverted winger, they stay kind of wide, even when the ball's not on their side. But the interesting part was that again, this role, It probably would have been easier to just have them here and here, 4-3-2-1 like that, and have them on free roll. Because I mean, they were wherever they wanted to be. They were literally just wherever they wanted. Iniesta and Silver were dropping so deep at times, so that's when you create that giant overload in the midfield. But at the same time, they were doing literally, they were dribbling past people. That's why, like, there's some things I'm just like, well, they were dribbling. Like, they were going, the tempo was high. That's another thing, the tempo. Like, there were moments where they slowed down a lot, and there were moments where the tempo was super high. They would just pass it at such high speed, and they would just dribble into space. Like, the game is just a beautiful example of football, right? But I actually like crap. I had him on inside forward. And honestly, I can actually do inside forward. You can do, I hadn't paid attention to it until now. You can do attacking with on inside forward and make it even more narrow. So then they're pretty much playing as a cam. I'm not going to do that, but you can do that, right? Um, I had him on inverted winger or inside with. But I had him. I did it on this where I used that actual. I did want to change up a little bit from the actual tactic because I didn't want to take advantage of the players I have. And with his dribbling ability, this is a good isolation. This is also another thing about the tactic. Like if you watch the game, Alba was shooting up the left side a bunch, and Arbella, yeah, Arbella, he was going forward occasionally, like he was in these areas, but he was never as far forward or deep as Alba was getting. Like Alba was literally in this role. He was right here in the box when he scored. Like, and now he was the left wing back, the left back. But it was rare that Arbello got ahead of all the people. Like he was never the farthest person forward. And so I think him on fullback, being that more defensive of the two, does do well to the tactic. And then Xavi, honestly, he was making overlapping runs with Silva. Like he was again all over the place, but he was making overlapping runs. He was dropping to pick the ball up. Like there's not like many. There's not many. There's not really any role, honestly speaking. What about Vance? No, that's too high up because he was like literally. Uh, that's actually That's a great role I've never used. That's not the one I want though. I don't want a midfield playmaker. I'm gonna do a center mid, but I'm gonna make some adjustments to the actual role itself. I'm gonna do can make runs in the channels. No, I'm not. I think you can put stay wider on him. I'm good. I'm gonna do forward runs. Yes, make more. That's all I'm gonna do with him. I'm gonna keep it pretty simple. I think just having him on more forward runs, based off how that is shown into the mid position, he can receive the ball deep, and he'll do things all across the pitch, right, center of the pitch, yeah. And then by adding that forward runs, he can gotta get forward in that same sense that the advanced playmaker does. But the midfield playmaker, I think, did a really good job of how it shows how Xavi played Alonso, because he never really like went as far forward as Iniesta, Fabregas, Silva, and Xavi. Even Alba was more forward than him most times. He really played. He was ahead of Busquets, kind of like in a partnership, like a slanted partnership, but he was never that much farther forward. And so the midfield playmaker I feel is a good one because based on how it's showing it, it's a guy who yes is there to link the passes and play good passes and aggressive passes, but he's never going that much farther forward than the formation allows him. Wing back again, Alba was just shooting forward. I think that just makes sense. Ball playing center back, I think it just makes sense. They were part of the passes. The goalkeeper, eh, it was 2012. There really wasn't many. Um, there wasn't many ball playing keepers at the time, for being honest. But also, I did kind of flip these because Iniesta played more of an inverted winger role where he stepped in and helped play make, and Silva played more of a try to get in behind role as an inside forward. But I flipped them for the purposes of the players I have, cause like Rafinha, wrong section 9. Rafinha can just do that well because of his stats. Like he had really high pace, acceleration, fitness, stamina, so he can try to get in behind. His determination attacks off the ball is 19. Like 19 is crazy. And then Lamine can just play make so well. 18 vision, 18 technique, 17 passing, 16 decisions, which is key. His first touch is high. Like he has the ability to play make. And the 19 flair, of course, you can't forget that. I think the only positions I really need to. He's hurt. How long is he hurt? I can't see, but we got 4 goalies, so we'll work on that. But the only position I really need, like De Jong is Busquets, works really well. I don't know if defensively he matches up, but offensively he definitely does. Brilliant player. Balde is that Alba left wing, has much more pace than Alba. Technique, passing is good, dribbling is good. Like I think you could say he's equivalent to Alba, probably at peak Alba, but like he's definitely up there. Definitely if he hits his peak, if he hits his potential peak, this guy'd be crazy, right? Raja again, great tackler, good marking, good aggression. He matches up pretty well with PK or Ramos, whatever you want to decide. All right. Pedri. So this is a question. Is Pedri or is Xavi? Is he going to be the deeper one or the one that gets forward more? I mean, he's just so good. I think he has to be the Xavi. Yeah. I don't know why this team got. Oh my goodness, this card. Yeah, this is definitely deeper to run, better tackling, higher aggression, bravery, marking. Like this card's crazy strength. Yeah, he can be the Xavi Alonso. And this midfield's probably the best in the game. I don't know, Vitinha. A PSG midfield might can rival it. Those two midfields are insane. Those two midfields, Arsenal's midfield and Madrid's midfield. Those 14 midfields are actually insane when you think about it. Koundé can be, Koundé's just very solid all the way around. He could definitely be that Arbola role. Only problem is getting a false 9, which I'm assuming he's already on. I forgot which save I clicked. Is he already? Yeah, I didn't get Nick Guatemala as a false 9. I have him in a couple. I have him on. I have him in a Spurs save I'm doing offline. Brilliant. Just his technical ability, with his decisions, with his teamwork vision. Like you would think he's a 6'6" guy who grew up in the Barcelona academy, bro. Right? He's that good. I'm a clean house though. I always clean house when I do say Cabarsi. I forgot about Cabarsi. Passing abilities. Yeah, 16 passing. Dude is a monster. It's crazy. Once they bring internationals in, Spain's team is crazy. Like, it'd be so fun to use. Getting rid of Dowski. It's like, sorry, Dowski. Olmo. Olmo would be a great backup for Pedri. He's a regular starter, though. I just noticed that. If I can get 80 million for him, I'd get 80 in a heartbeat. They have a lot of interesting plays. Like, look at this guy. Like, this is like a La Masia Garrett at an instant. You see it instantly. Technique, passing, vision, first touch. But outside of that, he really don't got much going for him. But it's an interesting card, right? He could be a great backup to have for Rafinha. Mark Bernal. Yeah, this card's. Yeah, look at that potential. Hector Ford has been one of my go-tos in every single save. Yeah, look at this card. Oh my gosh. 6-1-2. Firmine is cold too. Could probably cash in on Firmine actually. Garrett Martin. Eh. Mark Casado. This card's crazy. He's only 2.5 stars. And his mentals are off the charts. He's just really short. No jumping reach, but honestly, his passing, tackling, and technique, first touch are also really, really good. Like, he's just crazy. Torres, the shark. The shark, as my boy Nick would say. Great off the ball, which I think is very important when you try and do something like this. I don't know. That's pretty much it. I didn't go to the team instructions, but those are the roles. Defensively, I'm gonna try it like this again. I'm gonna have him on coming back so he can be more in the build up early when we first win the ball, and that gets me into the team instructions. It's the hardest part because possession sake wise, if you want to have the possession they had, you'd have to have the tempo on low. But there was moments where they honestly were just moving with so much pace. But then there's moments where they just being really tactical and slow. So it's really hard one to pick. That's why shorter passing, you just gotta have it. And I think the positive mentality would help a little bit with the lower, so it'd be closer to the middle, right? And there's some players with riskier passing on, so it should be fine. Narrower is obvious, put on the middle. This was a hard one too. I'm tempted to go balance on this actually, because they did not. There was actually moments where they just straight up countered. They won the ball and they were instantly countering. I'm honestly thinking about going balance instead of having a hold shape. Because again, hold shape, yes, for the purpose of having crazy possession, hold shape is great. But honestly, there was moments where they were just definitely passing for the sake of passing. But honestly, no, there wasn't. Like every time they were passing around, they were like running the other team ragged. But most of the time, they were going forward. They were dribbling into space. They were going forward. And that's why I was tempted to go with a more expressive. They never really held position much. I am going to go more expressive. Am I? I think I am. I'm going to go more expressive with standard. I'm not going to do hold shape. It's just not. I don't know. Because they took the counter attack less often. And so I feel like hold shape with a positive mentality should be fine. I don't know. Holding positions is an interesting one because they really didn't. They did and did not hold positions. They held a shape. They did hold a shape for the most part, but they didn't really hold positions. There was many of time in that game where like people were just so far out of position. Yeah, no, like no. I wonder how these two hold shape and creative freedom more expressive balance. I actually kind of want to mess with that because they kind of they only contradict in that singular moment of you winning the ball. Because then once you win the ball and in shape and pushing, then they can start rotating and stuff. But you never know. And yeah, keep the ball in play, no time wasting, pretty simple. Work ball in the box, low crosses. They didn't really have an actual striker and to really get him. And actually, for the sake of if I get Walter Vade, he's a beast, right? And they took shots like if they had any space right in front of this area, they were shooting it. Like no questions asked. They shot the ball. There was 8 spots where they're shooting the ball from this angle, and so I think yeah, work the box on, but they can also take a shot. They get some space. A lot of I've seen this tactic done in previous games, and they always had dribble less on. But again, there was way too many moments in that game where they literally just started trying to dribble through people, and like Iniesta, Silva, and Fabregas were literally just dribbling through people like they weren't there. And so that's why I'm gonna leave that on balance. Again, pass the feet just makes sense. Anytime you know a possession based tactic, pass the feet makes sense. Like they'll still go for through balls occasionally, but the play. And then play out the back. They literally play out the back the whole time. And like with having to play out the back like this in this specific setup, you have this option, you have both of these options, right? And then you have options here, 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 here. So it should be fairly easy to play at the back. Definitely from one side to the other. You can just switch it. Wing back should be open. And out of possession. Nothing here. I always just have to stop short goalkeeper distribution. If I'm running a high press, cause I feel like it's kind of stupid not to have it on if you're running a high press. And then yes, they were running a very high press, and they were getting in. Get stuck in might be a little much. I'm gonna watch that based off how many yellow cards we get. But yeah, things I'm tempted to change are tempo, career freedom, attacking transition. With the rest, I like how it's set up. Passing only 11, so we definitely getting. It's the only thing I can do in this video before I go to bed. 12:30. Goodness, I have 70 million, but I'm 27,000 short. How the hell are you 27,000 short? Now we are not 27,000 short. It's still showing 27,000. So it must be way more than 27,000 short. I'm just doing 76 because that's goofing anyway. Squad planner, my favorite. We got fucking 8 goalies. This is insane. So this one actually has good passing, but he's won it for long. We're gonna get rid of that. I'm cashing in. Pena got 14 passes, so he can stay as a backup. So bye bye. I'm assuming you're not on this lot. They actually low. Sorry. I haven't actually used Barca yet this year. Right? But Barca has a American goalie who is none of these guys. Nobody sold him, they loaned him. Diego. Oh, they lowered his potential. In the previous game, he was 5-star, I'm pretty sure. Make sure none of these other goalies actually get the talent I need. Nope, okay. Because Guatemala is going to cost me 60 million. About 60 million, right? His passing just isn't good enough. I really don't want to get a goalie right now. So I got rid of one. How long is he hurt? 4 to 6 months. He's hurt, but he has 17 passing. Oh my goodness, what? 18 kicking. So he's perfect. This is the perfect goalie. I already got my perfect goalie. We'll get rid of you. Cash in on you. How much is he making? 70K? That'll help. I love before I meet the team where I just try to sell everybody. It's great. Everyone gets really angry with you. Always the surplus of the requirements is to play every time. Gets rid of them very fast. So Pinion will get a lot of play time until our boy comes back. Let's just hope we score more goals than we give up. That'll open some cash flow up. Let's see, Trilly, never heard of you. And there's a reason. He's won it, and so he can be gone. Hector Forto's my guy, bro. Ooh, we cashing in big time. Take 300K. Yeah, Hector Fort is an absolute baller. He's next. He got next. Garcia don't got next. How much he on? 100K? We take that. What's he wanted? Man United? Hey, yes sir. Y'all can have him. Come on, man. You make that offer. Yeah. Guaranteed at least 2 million more for a couple percentage points. Yep. Sorry. Squad player? No can do. I don't need four right backs. Oh, that's fine. How much? 30 million. He on 100K. So yeah, also getting our wage bill down a little bit. I forgot we got Martinez. He got hurt in real life. Same thing with this guy. Holy crap. Ronaldo, we can get rid of these guys. You're on one and enlisted. Sorry, I was trying to clear some of this up for my mental sake. Kuparsi. Make some money. What's the goal? Hector Fort, Trilly. I'll come back in a second. Baldy's the clear starter here. That's not even that stupid. Not a bad 18-year-old. Actually, a really good one. Look at his height, physicals, mentals. He's good at everything. Okay, and Jared Martin. If I can cash in on him when I got someone just as good behind him. Yeah, how old is he? 23. Also 6'1" though. Nah, I got a cash in player. You want it by the Saudis. La Masia like to put out talent. We gotta make some bread too, cause we not in a good financial situation. I gotta make all the bread I can right now. That's good too. Come back to that. So Parker Barcy and Ronald as starters, and there you go. It's good, but he's on 200K. And then get 7 mil. Let's see, Andreas was on 200K, and I get 40 mil, and he's old. Isn't Jared Martin the guy just? Yeah. Okay, so here's a game plan. There has to be two. This guy's garbage. How the heck is he? Moved him to an affiliate. You know what? I ain't gonna waste time doing that. He's a French player. We're just gonna ignore him, pretend like he don't exist. Okay, I kinda wanna get rid of both of these scrubs. Open up a lot of cash flow. Who wants it? Yeah, excuse me. Pretty much gonna sell what's gonna learn that. That's no good. Sorry. I probably should keep him just because how cheap he is, and he's pretty decent at everything. Yeah, I'll keep him as a backup for this side. Gotta find somebody for this role right here. This is De Jong's. I think Mark Casado was the one I liked. Yeah, he was. He's really good too. 33 though. Yo, Gramps. Oh yeah, Mark's crazy. Dang, I like Marcus Sato too though. Honestly, he can play the backup for that left role, that Javi role. With that team work great. And these are really good mentals to me. He should do really well there. Yeah, that's fine. Another old fringe player. That's for this role. That's perfect. I played Gavi in this role. For mean, bro. He got to go for the inside forward role. I'm sorry. Pablo Torre. Good tackling. Good technique. That was good passing. Terrible tackling. Good flair. A very offensive player. He not able to play that role. It's just because that's it. Perfect. Perfect. Again, don't know why this guy's even in my lineup. Who wants you? You're not up for transfer. They have to pay a lot of money for me to get rid of you. Perfect. Yep. Pedri. Danny. I kind of feel bad because Danny's really, really good offensively. Always got to make sure you throw that in there. Guy's garbage defensively. 10 position tackling, 9 marking, 10 jumping reach, and 10 strength. But offensively, he's so good. You kind of have to keep him in. You have to. Unless you're going to sell him. Okay. Left wing. Damn, this is going to be hard. Wow, Victor. Hey. Would be a good backup for Vodomade. How are you even on my team? You're garbage. Get him out of here. Why probably Torre? Loan. Did I loan him? I deleted them off, so if someone gonna pay the big bucks for him, get him out of here. I like him. Don't get me wrong, but he can't grow much more, and defensively he's lacking. He can't play this role. He can try to play that role, but he'd just be another Danny Almo. We don't need 2 Danny Almos. Get that cash flow up. Damn, these offers suck. But I need the cash. We struggling over here in Barcelona. Money not our for strong suit. Don't know how this guy's even on the team. Same thing with this guy. Okay. I think having the shark behind him was not a bad idea. Cashing in on the shark would be a smart idea, but ain't gonna do it for me. He's just a baller, dude. Okay. Ferran Torres. Maybe I'll do that then. Perfect. 2 on each side. This is the hard roll. Because he's only worth 10 million, which is kind of sad. But I gotta get rid of this old head. Bro, you 36. You not playing for me, bro. I could play Daddy Almo. He just be a false 9. I forgot. Get your dumb ass out of here. Your dumb ass end up on this team. I'm still, like, he's playing well in real life. Well, his old ass. I'm shocked. Yep, cash in. All we do is cash out. Free Brazil. On my dog's house. And Danny Almo would be perfect here, actually. Maybe it's the backup for the other guy. Same with Ferran Torres. He'd be really good there. So maybe I need a backup for Lamine. It depends. I'll give Altamada. Because Danny Almo could be the backup for both of these positions. Okay. So we got 76 million currently. We need, again, what time is it? It's 1 o'clock. Crap. We need a center back and a midfielder. in Baltimore. Like Baltimore, like this guy, is without a doubt the player we're getting. Right. Like I have no doubt. This is the guy I want. And I'll burn all my financial. Shut up, Marcus. Last time they literally made me pay that 62 million price tag. They're doing it again. I'm just gonna go up to that 62 million and not even waste time this time. Cause I sent like 4 or 5 offers last time. They didn't accept a fucking single one until I got to that 62 million. Like this bullshit. And there we go. The offers are raining in. 300K, we take that. 10 mil, we take that. 30 mil, we take that. 30 mil, we take that. We just bringing 100 mil right there if they all go through. 100 milli. 100 million dilly. Come on. What y'all mad about? What nation is this? Ooh. How you have a cool name like that and be ass? Everybody want this too. I don't know why. And then they stalling our offer for no reason. It's so annoying. Damn, did I decline to meet the players? Oh. You actually found a role for freaking Danny Almo. That's kind of crazy. Man, it's crazy how quick you get tired. Crazy how quick you get tired of these same stupid questions. It's only like the 4th time I've been to them, but I already wish I didn't. We gotta get these players out ASAP, Rocky. Come on. I'm trying to go to bed. I gotta work. Wow, it's already 1 o'clock. Oh, I'm gonna cry, man. Wow, Liverpool making Dowski offers. Yo, freebies? You know what? I don't care. He getting a paycheck right now. Everybody gotta go. Just get a paycheck. None of the renegotiating Baltimore deal. I just want some money. I just want a profit. He's out the window right now. You ain't gotta worry about that. Shit, we don't have the money. I can't stall. We still don't have anything. How like fucked were they? I mean, at least 150 million minimum fee release cost. I should stall that deal out until I sell some players, hopefully. Hey, the USA kit. Why are we buying people from Japan? They're 26. It's not even like he's young. That dude's old. Yeah, I gotta take what I can get for these guys. So I'm gonna get their paychecks off. I can get my wage if I can get my wage down as fast as possible. Hey Danny Olmo, you've been promoted. Where are you? Oh, I saw him at the very top. Just for these dang near friendlies real quick. Even though I said I wasn't gonna do all that in my head before I started, I was gonna do the tactics. You get into it, honestly speaking. At the beginning of the game is probably the best part of the game. Hate to say it. Hate to say it. What about Ansu Fati? Probably be a decent false 9. 16 technique, 14 passing, 14 vision. It's 5'10". Could be a little taller. Alright, Guatemala. Don't go to Arsenal. I actually got him in a Spurs save, so I mean, if he went to Spurs over Arsenal, I think he'd go to Barca over fucking Arsenal. 30 billion, just like that. They only add 8 mil. Hold on. You know me? They're gonna only add 8 mil. Their finances are so cooked, and he keeps going. This is taking a third save. I've seen that where he goes to a mini, goes to PSG. So you telling me we get 8 million? 20 transfer outs is crazy. We get 8 million. I'm not gonna look at that crap no more. That's crazy. 8 million, dude, for a 30 million transfer. Time is it? 1 o'clock. I might just go to 2 and say screw it. I'll be tired tomorrow. I got 6 subs. These two are on holiday. Don't ask me why. Just want to see how they line up for the most part. This is a team I want to probably gonna play most weeks, most games. Oh, were you in commentary earlier? I had a PK free that was like short coming down with the wall in the school. And then the corner shoes on the way. I didn't even run the ball back. Okay, over the top ball. Hitting me with Mickey Mouse clothes. Nice. Terrible pass to Ross. Good pass. Thank you. Oh, that's beautiful. That's one that's crazy. That's a good one too. Yeah, they go play some fantastic football. In moments. I think it's one thing with Wardavante. Such a facilitator up top with his size. It'd be fantastic. He just has to actually run it. What? Yeah. I'm tired. It's taking too long, but I'm not really seeing how it goes. Pass. We give it too much. Pass. Pass. Yep. Nice. He's not. Yep. Yeah, much on the line. Yeah, he got kept shooting on the ball. But the pressure's high. And he's driving the idiot. Interesting. Nice. Oh, good switch. Beautiful. 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 Oh, he had a back heel behind him. He had a back heel. What do you have in there? I'd like to see how more expressive. Beautiful. 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 One more. Nice. One more. Oh, he got fouled. One more. Making it wrong. Get up there. I know why I'm not taking it, but so it is. I think I'll have my role be we get up. So I like how inside four we're cleaning the corners and space. Definitely the false nine isn't because I'm not at the ball. But I think I'll probably have like a 2 or 3 goal rule if I get that. switch to a regular time wasted. I lower this down to much lower. Lower this down to much shorter. Turn dribbling off. Turn off. Actually, more expressive is really nice. I like how you interchange position and mindful position from the space. If I do those like 4 or 5 things, and then we have crazy position shoot. We'll be using much of it to do for position. Or to hard for our team score. So safely is last year. Hard to score if you don't have a ball, you know? I do like the running long passes again. Play balls like that. They definitely would score to go for it and take the risk of giving up possession. Oh, one more. Oh, man. That was beautiful. That was really beautiful. Like, we have 5 one-shot targets. We should have more though. It's kind of crazy. 26 shots. Like, look, almost my striker. This is my striker. Like, oh my God, what was that guy? Crazy. What is that? Oh, God, oh, beautiful. Much shorter. I'll keep the tempo, keep the whole straight, review, discourage dribbling. In the final third, I already had discourage dribbling in the middle. That's another step. In the final third, actually I like dribbling because if you get the ball in these areas, really dribble, you know, turn around, try to beat your person. Even right there, just dribble straight through. But for now, yeah, actually I'm gonna keep going balance because that's really interesting. I didn't even notice. Oh, they're connected. Okay, that's good. They were separate. Let's see what kind of passes these guys can do. Let's see if we can get up to 75% possession, if not more. One more, exactly. This is cool stuff like that. Look at this. Picking up pass, passing up, passing it out before each other. Nice. Well, they could have just passed it if it was shooting it. You would have got an assist. And that was a really good ball. So that could have been much shorter. That was really good. I'm really sick of that shorter. Much shorter discouraged dribbling. It depends. Let's see how our next goal comes. Honestly, technically much shorter than They gotta play football at our level now. They're playing down on man. How you play ball to Pataka? We'll be so with everybody, but now they're done and we're trying to experiment. I could say when I need a goal. What did I just watch? He was scoring in furious. He just made a freaking one flash from the goal. I kind of want to see how this much higher do with this to see that would be the play for him to really get a goal. Or would just make him pass directly stronger and make more sense. It's not really passing more because they're having a tempo. It feels like they're just going to the wings quicker. Yeah, like that. They are also fouling us a lot. You know what? We're going to be Saturday. Kind of cringe now, too. We got this Frankie's back up. Come on. We got this Crusaders, Cowboys. So I'm going to make it, but it's what in the world am I watching? Come on. Like, come on, man. Get all of that. I think 75% possession. Almost 3xG, over 4xG with 36 shots. Man, we played scrubs, so you gotta keep that in mind. That's the thing, that Spain team literally only had 52% possession that game, so it's not like they were just trying to hog possession. They just had a shit ton of passes. I mean, a shit ton of passes. Screw it. I can't find it. Wait, we have friendly back-to-back days. 100% pass completion. Good coverage. And progressive passes are important, actually. Hmm. Not many dribbles. Would mean pretty much only one. Analytics hub kind of sucks though. It's not what I thought it was gonna be. I thought we would cook up something here. They said we have advanced analysis, but I can't analyze the one thing I wanted to. I love teams like this where it's super easy. You just say you're gonna win everything, and then everybody's happy. If we do have a friendly this day, I'm just gonna. Yeah, we do. Alrighty, that's the answer for me. Why? Who the hell schedules friendlies on back days? Screw off. Have a good one. I'll be back probably Tuesday.